Sup YouTube, it's BarknoorZ, and today I'm going to be reviewing Volume 2 of Gray Is by Juusan. Now first I'd like to start by showing you what this book looks like. So this is the front cover. The side. And the back. Now, as you can see, this is a dust cover or jacket. So once we remove this is what we see in the inside. This is a coat, and this is the side. And the back. This artwork is pretty cool. So yeah, this is what it looks like. Oh no, the police are coming to get me. I should do this review quickly before I go to jail. Gray is about those two friends, black and white, and how their life is like. Family issues, friendship problems, that kind of stuff. If you'd like to know more details about this manga, then I recommend you check out my review of Volume 1. Link to that in the description below. But as for right now, in this video, I'd like to focus more on Volume 2 specifically. First, I'd like to start with the differences between Volume 2 and the first volume. In the first volume, we saw things from Black's point of view, while in this volume, we start to see things from White's point of view. So we kind of like switch to a different perspective. In the first volume, it always seemed as if Black was the person with problems and issues, and White was the mature friend who always helped him and healed his injuries. While over here, after seeing White's point of view, we see that White also has some problems of his own. Another new thing that appears in this volume and is not there in the first volume is romance. We actually start to see some romance. Not between Black and White, definitely not yaoi. This manga is not yaoi, just saying. The romance that I'm talking about is between White and a new character that we meet. And we do actually meet a few new characters, both through the present events happening and also through the flashbacks. Speaking of the flashbacks are like one of the most important things in this story. Juusan sensei, the manga artist, is like the queen of flashbacks. There are just so many flashbacks in this manga. In this volume, there's like this one really long flashback somewhere at the beginning and so many other short flashbacks throughout the story. They're like they're just very important. And those flashbacks, they reveal a lot of information that we do not know. They solve a lot of things, a lot of mysteries that we wonder about. The thing with those flashbacks is that sometimes they can be confusing, like they're not in order. For example, there could be a flashback of Black and White while they are in high school, and then the next flashback would be of them while they're kids. So it can be confusing, and a lot of times it is kind of annoying because the flashback could like start in the middle of something happening and it could just end in the middle of something happening, and you never know when the next flashback is gonna be. So you're like, I want to know what happens next, but you can't. And the art style. The art style of this manga in general is beautiful, but when it comes to the flashbacks, the art style is like 10 times better. It is so lovely and unique and just different. It is not normal flashbacks. Like usually in manga, a flashback is just a black background and panels, boxes everywhere, that's it. But in this manga, the black background, it kind of like fades in with the white background in the page before. So you don't just crash and fall into the flashback. You actually slowly float into that flashback as if it's like you're actually remembering that thing. You're seeing that thing that happened in the past. Also, the panels are not just boxes. They're just so many different shapes, rectangles, triangles, horizontal, vertical, whatever. And they're not like next to each other as if they're, you know, like soldiers just standing there. No, they are different places, and sometimes, a lot of times, the characters are outside of the panel and the text is just it just makes the flashback flow by so smoothly. You don't even feel like you're reading a comic. You feel as if you're actually seeing that flashback. You're seeing it with your own two eyes. And there are actually a few fight scenes. I mean, there are no like superpowers or anything in this manga, but there are some fight scenes like normal punching and, you know, pushing and that kind of stuff, and they're pretty cool, especially with the good art. So yes, the art style in here is just amazing, especially the final there's like this kind of fly. Anyways, the art style, yes, it's amazing, especially in the final chapter of this volume. It's just like, it's mind-blowing the way this volume ended. It's just wow, like there are just so many unique things. I'm not gonna show you the final chapter because it has a bunch of spoilers, but just trust me, that chapter 14, has like the best art throughout the whole series so far, like from what I've seen from those two volumes. To sum up, Gray is amazing. So yeah, I definitely recommend you check out this manga. That was my review of volume 2. Thanks for watching. Peace.